Beneath quiet northern bogs lie human bodies so perfectly preserved. Their last screams seem moments old, yet their deaths are over 1,000 years distant. Bog water, stained with tannins and starved of oxygen, mummifies flesh, darkening skin like leather while locking bones, hair, and stomach contents in chilling stasis. When peat cutter's blades strike something soft, not stone, faces from the Iron Age and early medieval world rise, eyes closed as if still sleeping. Though many famous bog bodies are earlier, some date into the medieval era, overlapping monasteries, Viking raids, and shifting Christian and pagan frontiers. In 1984, near Lindow Moss in Cheshire, workers uncover a torso, face, and limbs so intact police first believe they've found a modern murder victim. Radiocarbon tests push Lindow Man far beyond modern crime. Sometime between the late Iron Age and early Roman occupation, brushing the dawn of medieval. His beard stubble, manicured fingernails, even last meal in his stomach survive. Yet what truly shocks investigators isn't preservation, it's the catalog of wounds. Lindow Man appears strangled with a cord, struck violently on the head, and possibly stabbed in the neck, what scholars call a ritualized triple death. Archaeologists debate, is this elaborate violence punishment for a crime, or an honored sacrifice to appease gods ruling forests, fields, and dangerous wetlands? Analysis of his last meal, burnt bread, cereal grains, mistletoe pollen, suggests a special ritual feast, not everyday food for a typical Iron Age farmer. Well-kept nails and soft hands imply status, possibly nobility or priesthood. If sacrifice, he may not be victim alone but willing emissary to deities. After death, his body was laid face down in the peat, where cold, acidic waters tanned his skin, halting decay and sealing him away for centuries. Across the North Sea in Denmark lies Tollund Man, discovered earlier but bearing the same unsettling mix of serenity, noose around neck, and perfect preservation. Tollund Man's face looks almost asleep, not contorted by terror. Was he drugged, resigned, or comforted by belief his death served higher purpose? Across Europe, bog bodies show similar traits. Youths and adults carefully placed, often naked or minimally clothed, killed by strangling, stabbing, bludgeoning, sometimes all three. Radiocarbon dates range from the Bronze Age into early medieval centuries, suggesting a long-lived tradition, gradually intersecting with Christianization and royal law codes. Early medieval texts condemn pagan sacrifices, yet also describe criminals drowned or displayed in marshes, blurring line between outlaw punishment and lingering sacrificial customs. Some scholars suggest wetlands marked boundaries of early kingdoms. Sacrifices there might renew rulers' power, a dangerous contract inked in blood and black water. With no written confessions from the dead, we're left reading broken bones and cut throats. Were these condemned criminals, hostages, or honored chosen sacrifices? Modern CT scans, isotope testing, and DNA analysis replace folklore, revealing diet, birthplace, health, even parasites, turning mythic victims into historically grounded individuals. Fractures on ribs, skulls, and vertebrae show targeted blows. Rope marks and cut throats record final moments more reliably than any legend or medieval chronicle. Many bog bodies are naked, suggesting deliberate stripping to shame criminals or symbolically rebirth sacrifices. Others wear hats or belts, hinting at ceremonial context. Nearby finds, smashed weapons, cauldrons, animal bones, jewelry, show bogs as ritual dumping grounds, where valuable gifts vanished into watery thresholds between worlds. In societies fearing famine and invasion, sacrificing a chosen few might promise stability. Violence becomes a grim dialogue with unseen powers governing harvests. Most researchers now favor a hybrid explanation. Some bog bodies are elite sacrificial victims, others disgraced criminals, all intentionally consigned to supernatural borderlands. Later medieval clerics denounced such killings, yet tales of haunted marshes and cursed wetlands suggest community memories lingered long after rituals officially ended. To stand before a bog body is to confront a person, not a statue, wrinkled feet, stubble, even fingerprints still traceable across a millennium's silence. Museum curators grapple with ethics. Are these exhibits educational wonders, or should they be reburied like any other medieval dead, with ceremony and prayer? Forensic artists rebuild faces from skulls, adding muscles, skin, and hair, until anonymous remains resemble neighbors you might pass in any crowded street. Isotope analysis reveals some weren't locals, they traveled far before death. Their sacrifice or punishment formed part of broader networks of power. Whatever their status, one fact is inescapable: these people were deliberately killed. Murder framed not as crime, but sacred duty or lawful judgment. Peat preserved not just bodies, but questions. Every new find sharpens details while deepening mystery, denying us simple answers about faith, cruelty, and fear. Forensic science, archaeology, and history act as translators, coaxing whispers from tissue and bone, telling stories these people never imagined audiences centuries later. Faced with triple deaths, ritual feasts, and sacred wetlands, would you call these sacrifices, executions, or something stranger, lurking between religion and law? If bog bodies haunt your imagination, subscribe, and hit the bell for more strange but true journeys into history's eeriest, best documented mysteries.